In the headlines, Dominica signs and ratifies the International Solar Alliance, and Bureau of Gender Affairs awards an outstanding woman for this year's International Women's Day. Hello and welcome to National Focus. I'm KIMANI. Stay tuned for details of the headline stories and others coming up.
I believe in the natural order of things. I believe in the harmony of things. In everything we do, we have to keep it natural. I've been doing farming for now over a decade. My day is very hectic, but I make it light, because I enjoy what I do. I enjoy producing the best quality goods and to make sure that the people that receive it, they receive the best that they can ever get. Right from the farm, everything that I grow, I process them back into the farm so that the same things that grow in the farm is what protects the farm. Tourism is my business. It's not just dealing with the foreigners that come in, but it's preparing those things that when they come, they can feel and taste the difference in coming to this exotic island. And it starts with the farmer, because we provide the things that they eat, that they taste, that they drink. I believe in my heart that it's my responsibility to provide quality. My name is Tony Alves, and tourism is my business.
Welcome back, and now for the details. Dominica has signed and ratified the establishment of the International Solar Alliance, the ISA, which was declared at the United Nations Conference on Climate Change in Paris in November 2015. The treaty, which was signed between India and France, has the objective of coordinating international efforts to explore the use of solar energy for sustainable development. The agreement was signed by the Honorable Minister for Foreign Affairs, Francine Baron, in the presence of the High Commissioner of India to Dominica, His Excellency Bishwadip Dey, at a small ceremony at the Prime Minister's press room on Thursday. Dominica is now one of 3 Caribbean nations to have signed onto the agreement.
Today, the Commonwealth of Dominica will join 46 other United Nations member countries in signing the framework agreement of the International Solar Alliance, becoming the 3rd Caribbean country to become a founding member of this important initiative. It is well known, ladies and gentlemen, that one of the factors holding back a surge in investment and hence in economic growth in the Caribbean region is the high cost of energy. In fact, the cost of energy in the Caribbean is said to be the highest in the Western Hemisphere and amongst the highest in the world. It is a desire to stem the leakage of investment resources that these high costs represent and to reduce the cost of energy to consumers that has motivated our action in the area of renewable energy.
The Foreign Affairs Minister spoke of Dominica's engagement in the design and implementation of policies to solve the issue of high dependence on fossil fuel as the main source of energy. The geothermal project is one such initiative by government. Government also continues to explore alternative sources of clean energy such as solar and hydro. Honorable Baron anticipates that Dominica's membership in the ISA will allow for progress in the exploitation of solar energy.
We are fully aware of and accept some of the limitations placed by our topography on the exploitation of solar energy. However, the beauty of the ISA is the opportunity it presents for learning and sharing, and we are confident that we will benefit from the experience of others in this important field. We have committed to making Dominica the first climate resilient nation in the world. We can therefore explore what opportunities are presented in using solar to become more resilient.
High Commissioner of India to Dominica, His Excellency Bishwadip Dey, called Dominica's signing and ratification of the ISA timely. He praised Dominica's progress post-Hurricane Maria and pledged India's continued support in Dominica's efforts towards climate resilience.
The Prime Minister of Dominica has been one of the crusaders against the climate change, and the resolve to fight that is again signified by the signing of the agreement. We in India and also in the French government have taken this initiative, and we feel this is very timely. And for Commonwealth of Dominica, definitely solar energy would go a long way to not only make self-sustained effort to fight the climate change but also bring in changes in the day-to-day life of people. Apart from that, I definitely respect and appreciate the resilience that the people of Dominica have shown post Hurricane Maria. And on behalf of Government of India and people of India, I can assure you that we stand with you in your reconstruction efforts and to fight climate change and any other eventuality which will follow.
International Women's Day 2018 was observed on March 8th, the day it is recognized annually. This year's International Women's Day was celebrated under the theme, "The Time is Now, Rural and Urban Activists Transforming Women's Lives." The Bureau of Gender Affairs put out a strong call to action to press forward and progress gender parity and a strong call to motivate and unite government agencies, NGOs, churches and communities to think, act and be gender inclusive, a fighting theme in light of the situation post-Hurricane Maria.
The theme highlights the need for us to mobilize communities, engage civil society and government agencies towards the ultimate goal of transforming women's life, and that is to empower them in all settings, rural and urban, and to celebrate the advocates who are working relentlessly to help women realize their full potential. International Women's Day is a time to reflect on the progress already made, to call for change, and to celebrate acts of courage and determination by ordinary women who have played an extraordinary role in the history of their countries and communities.
This year, the Bureau of Gender Affairs, in collaboration with the Dominica National Council on Women, has recognized Tina Alexander as the Exceptional Woman of 2018. Alexander was selected for her great commitment to accelerating rehabilitation and rebuilding since the passing of Hurricane Maria in September 2017. Alexander is the founder of Lifeline Ministries in Dominica, through which she channels her passion for children to enjoy their right to be safe, strong, and free. She has a vision where everyone can access food, housing, education, and healthcare, regardless of income, race, religion, or gender. She aims to facilitate spaces where victims can come broken and transition from survivor to advocate to champion. She has trained scores of volunteers to work in a victim support network and the Teens Mentoring Group in collaboration with the Dominica National Council of Women.
I receive this honor on behalf of the women that I help. Women who are injured in domestic violence situations. Children who are abused, introduced to sex way too early. Teenagers who become mothers while they're still children. And people who saw things in shelters they should never have seen. The work continues, my friends. And we won't be quiet. We will stand up and we will speak out for those people who haven't got the courage to do anything about their situation.
Meantime, President of the Dominica National Council on Women, Vanya David, highlighted the difficulties that rural women in Dominica face, particularly in the aftermath of Hurricane Maria. She says rural women must therefore be given increased recognition and must be valued much more. She called on increased assistance for women in agriculture. Also this news time, on Thursday, a ceremony was held to recognize the recent victory of the members of the Dominica State College Literacy and Debating Society. President of the Dominica State College, Dr. Donald Peters, remarked that the victory of those students for the college is testament of the work ongoing at the institution.
That is a testament to what we do here. The fact that they can go not once with one team, send a second team, and they have succeeded. And the second reason that it's amazing is because what Mr. Hunter said earlier, is that you had to do that under tremendous challenges that we've never seen before. So that also is an historical. To prepare for debate beginning so late in the semester with no electricity and no internet, It's certainly a challenge that most institutions and most students would balk at and probably withdraw. So congratulations.
Proud primary sponsor of the debate team, Surgical Life Incorporated, celebrated the 4 students who represented Dominica State College last weekend at the Windward Islands debate competition as true representatives of Dominica's resilience. Principal Representative, Surgical Life Incorporated, Dominica Cherry Roll, credited the positive outlook of the students to their victory.
When I look at you today, I see the meaning of resilience. And on behalf of the entire team at Surgical, I extend our hearty congratulations to the members of the victorious Literary and Debating Society team. Each of you truly represents what it means to be indomitable. During this difficult period in our nation's history, it is to the credit that you were able to remain focused, steadfast, and strong, and encouraged, because it's discouraging and depressing in some of the things we see around us, and we have not fully recovered yet. But you had the inner strength to not look at the negatives and concentrate on the positives, and that's what makes you stronger.
Debating that climate change is more debilitating than government policies, the students emerged victorious, beating Grenada in the finals after they had won the semi-finals against St. Lucia. This is the 2nd consecutive win for the Dominica State College at the Windward Islands debate competition. In more news, the Honorable Minister for Foreign Affairs, Francine Barron, has spelled out the numerous ways the Dominica can benefit from being a member of the International Solar Alliance, the ISA. Dominica signed and ratified its membership in the International Solar Alliance on Thursday. The Foreign Affairs Minister, who signed on behalf of Dominica, says the island stands the chance of developing its solar energy resources in a systematic and organized manner through the ISA.
The ISA has already launched 3 programs, namely Scaling Up Solar Applications for Agricultural Use, Affordable Finance at Scale, and Scaling Up Solar Mini-Grids, from which we can benefit. It will also have a capacity building component. It will facilitate the building of a pool of local technicians and entrepreneurs, and will help impart training in assembling solar home lighting systems, solar pumps, solar mini-grids, etc. Dominica stands to benefit from the resources and contribution of ISA in developing our solar energy resources in a systematic and organized manner. It can support our efforts to establish solar streetlights around the country, advise on productive solar applications in agriculture for increasing farmers' income, help in the design and implementation of solar systems to power water systems in remote areas, among other things.
The International Solar Alliance Treaty was declared at COP21 in Paris in November 2015 and was signed between France and India. India has contributed $350 million towards the Solar Development Fund to facilitate solar projects in member countries and will also finance the ISA Secretariat for 5 years. Honorable Barron says to maximize the benefits of Dominica's membership in the ISA, the private sector should seize the opportunity that the exploration of solar energy presents.
Optimal exploitation of the opportunities presented by our relationship with the ISA can only be realized if the private sector considers this an opportunity worth exploiting. It presents an avenue for regional and international collaboration and capacity building in the area of solar energy generation, and it is only through strong partnerships that the sustainable development benefits of solar energy exploitation will be realized.
High Commissioner of India to Dominica, His Excellency Bishwa Dipte, was present to witness the signing on Thursday. And that's the English segment of the news. SHAAKIRA PIERRE is up next with Creole highlights.
I've been in the business for over 16 years. I get up in the mornings and I look forward to having the next cruise ship berth on island. When the visitor steps off the ship, the first impression is me. And I believe that I need to put my best foot forward and to ensure that everything I do it to the best of my ability. Based on my recommendation, visitors go to various sites, restaurants, bars, and vendors. I take that responsibility very seriously. I would like that the guest receives the same service that I have provided to that individual or guest. This business is bigger than me. everybody plays a role. The cleaner who cleans my bus, my mechanic who does my checks, those persons ensure that I provide a quality service to the guest. The tourism dollar doesn't just stop with me. It allows me to pay the bank, visit the supermarket to feed myself and family, and have a drink with friends. My name is Jenna Gist, and tourism is my business.
Bienvenue à ce nouvel Creole, non moi c'est SHAAKIRA. Compagnie Awejola Harris Payne fait une donation de container petit et puis d'autres matériaux à valeur $600,000 par gouvernement Dominique. Premier ministre Honorable Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit parle bon contre Harris Payne et puis commitment la ni pour aider Dominique en l'année qui passée. Honorable Skerrit aussi prend opportunité là pour remercier Harris Payne pour donation ça là. Premier ministre l'a dit, gouvernement qui servi petit ça là pour petit wekay gouvernement et puis place la qui ni moun à soulage ka weste. Chef Harris Payne International Ian Kinyon dit il plaisir Harris Payne sa fait donation ça là à sous le 4e anniversaire à Dominique. Il dit Dominique tape assistance ça là, les il a les demander assistance au code Dominique en 77 compagnies en l'Amérique et puis Europe qui engagé en affaires peinti. Presque 90 cas a été dommagé à Dominique après cyclone Maria. Gouvernement depuis l'année 2006 commencé un programme pour faire caille à Dominique meilleur. Avant cyclone Maria, gouvernement Labour était bien pour bâtir 10,000 cailles et puis pour réhabiliter 15,000 cailles. Honorable Reginald Austri qui ministre caille dit il bien plaisir Harris Payne ça fait donation ça là pour aider le gouvernement et puis effort là pour rebâtir Dominique après cyclone Maria. Honorable Austri dit ça c'est une manière yo ka venir plus près pour faire Dominique premier pays là à la terre qui s'apprend changement climatique. À date nouvelle, ministre National Security Honorable Raymond Blackmore dit il est nécessaire pour Dominique voir importance là à comment pour prendre changement climatique. Ça c'est manière comment gouvernement a fait manœuvre pour faire Dominique sa paix pour ses points désastres naturels plus encore ces mauvais cyclones là. Pour faire ça possible, mais chimène pour bâtir, mais infrastructure télécommunication, système GLO qui s'apprend changement climatique et puis pour faire plus fort Kaiba national. Après cyclone Maria, Premier ministre Honorable Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit dit Dominique qui travaille aussi à son mission là pour venir premier pays là à la terre qui s'apprend changement climatique. Honorable Blackmore te ka parlé ba constituency pendant une cérémonie la gouvernement te ka fait $2 millions available pour commencer projet tête caille à constituency ça là. Honorable Blackmore dit il est important pour un sujet changement climatique grave. Il dit constituents contre yon lot saison cyclone ka vini il pas bon qui moun pani tête caille yo manger et puis yo supposé faire un effort pour manger tête caille là. En même temps, la membre parlement la remercier Premier ministre Honorable Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit pour l'initiative ça là et puis effort là il a fait comme ministre finance pour assister constituents Maho pour mettre tête caillou avant une autre saison cyclone là arriver. Et puis finalement, Dominique signé et puis ratifié établissement pour International Solar Alliance qui s'est déclaré en conférence United Nations à ce changement climatique en Paris en novembre l'année 2015. Agreement là qui s'est signé entre Dominique et puis France, ni objectif là pour coordonner et puis effort international pour garder énergie solaire pour développement sustainable. Agreement là s'est signé par ministre des Affaires étrangères Honorable Francine Baron en présence High Commissioner India pour Dominique, His Excellency Bishwari Day, pendant une cérémonie en la salle conférence Premier ministre la jeudi. Dominique c'est yon ces 3 pays là en Caraïbes là qui signent agreement ça là. Ministre des Affaires étrangères là parle contre comment Dominique engagé en décès et puis implémentation policy qui a un problème là pour fossil fuels qu'on seulement source énergie là. Projet géothermal là c'est yon initiative ça là gouvernement fait. Gouvernement aussi a gardé d'autres sources énergie comme énergie qui net comme énergie hot soleil là et puis énergie glow. Honorable Baron dit que Dominique c'est yon membre ASC là, ça qui fait progrès pour garder énergie là hot soleil là mais High Commissioner India pour Dominique, His Excellency Bishwadip Dev, the Court Dominique Senior Agui Masala, ike fait yon bon temps. Il aussi pour opportunité là pour parler comme bon Court Dominique pour que la yo ka fait après cyclone Maria. Il aussi ba commitment qui India qui supporte Dominique en effort là pour venir premier pays là à la tela qui s'appelle un changement climatique. Ça c'est tout pour Nouvelle à Creole. Non, moi c'est SHAAKIRA PIERRE. Au revoir.
And that's all for this edition of National Focus. Be sure to join GIS on facebook.com/GIS News Dominica and also follow us on Twitter at GIS Dominica. You can also catch up on past National Focus newscasts on our GIS Dominica YouTube channel. From all of us here on the GIS News production team, I'm KIMANI. Thank you for watching and have a great weekend.